Hi all of you. The notification for ini-cet has finally arrived for year 2022 exam and the joining of academic year for 2023 in January. So the prospectus has been released and now the exam date has also been announced, and the exam date announced as per the brochure, it is on November 6th. So the exam written CBT exam will be on November 6th. And the students who are preparing for, especially for ini-cet. So I know there are a group of students who have not even written NEET. They have been preparing only for ini-cet. So for them, they have been awaiting this date, and though it is a scheduled date, now official announcement has come. So those preparing exclusively for ini-cet, and I think 1.5 months, almost 45 days is not there. I mean, almost a month and 5 days is there. So you have to keep 30 days and then you need to start your revisions. So, and those students who want to start fresh and those who wanted to do fresh and probably would have finished recently your MS or DNB program, and then you want to start, this is the first exam, and then all that you need to do is you need to watch all the videos that are available in that specialty at least once and give the exams which are there in Speed Learning app once and go for the exam. Definitely you will be able to do well. And there are students who have done last 1 month or even 15 days, one time watch of the video and one time attempting the questions in the Speed Learning app have done topmost ranks. Yes, and those students who have written the NEET-cet, there are two categories of students who are there in NEET-cet. They are in comfortable zone. There is a comfort zone where your specialty and a good institution is available. And in comfort zone, you can just apply and just put an application. I think the cost of the application registration is almost 4,400. I mean, I don't even request you to prepare, just give an exam in your specialty of your choice. Miracles could happen and can happen. So giving an exam is nothing wrong. Yes, though your preparation is only based out of general surgery, nothing wrong. Just write the exam, and if suppose a good rank comes and there's opportunity, can open up for you to go into the institute. And those students who are not in the comfort zone, I mean, your rank, what is expected was not there, still has gone little back. For them as well, I advise you to take your specialty, go through once, though you are not started also, just do once, one watch of the video will not take more than 15 days. And working out of all questions may not take more than a week. So probably 15 to 20 days, you can do a comfortable preparation once and give an exam. What has not clicked for you in NEET-cet 2022 September session probably could change the scenario, and you can get a topmost rank within top 10 and definitely get the seat of choice in institute. So you'll always feel, why I have not been lucky enough to get NEET-cet? Probably ini-cet, probably your exam. So nobody knows. See, everybody has different preparation, different strategies and different way of learning and different standard of preparation, and exams are also different, not the same. So probably ini-cet might be your suitable exam. You will not know, and after the results, probably it can be a surprise for you. So that you should open up the chance. See, there's always saying, only if you go to the war, you can win. And I mean, if somebody is asking you, have you won the war? I mean, without going to the war, how can you win? So you need to open up the possibilities and opportunities. Yes, to give exams. So giving exams, priority number one. Only if you give exams, you give an opportunity for you to be in the race and be in the competition and to do and excel. And if you're not giving in the exam, I mean there's no point on discussing anything about it. And point number two, today the preparation, advent of the technology, all the content have become preloaded. And there is an opportunity, just quickly go through the content which is required for the syllabus and for the exam. So then why can't you because anyway, whether you NEET-cet, you have to read this specialty of that book. I mean, there is nothing that after entering into your program, an MCH or DM program, you need to anyway read that book. You will not have time once you go to a clinical posting. All 3 years, you will not have time. Only 1 month before the exam, the final year, they'll give you study holidays. Only then the students will purchase the book itself. Because very hectic, the job will be very hectic. So, get an opportunity. 1 month right now is there. Those are waiting for the counseling or going for the counseling. Nothing wrong. There's an opportunity to prepare for you. For 1 month you can prepare, so that you will get well versed with the specialty books, of your specialty, and it will give you a thorough theory knowledge. Those are prepared exclusively only for NEET-cet. Okay. So, I mean, you should definitely give the exam, and not prepared, prepare for 30 days and give the exam. So, miracles have happened for NEET SS. I am telling you, you watch the interviews I have made. I have made almost close to 300 to 400 interviews. Only purpose is to know what has happened, what is the experience, so that I can collect those experience and give on to the students who are going for the future exam. So, only if I talk to the toppers, we will know what has happened in them. So, most of them have done only 1 month of preparation or 45 days of preparation. Yes, listening to my previous videos. I am telling you, even this video can change your algorithm. It can change the way, the methodology, and it can work for you. Because it has worked for the toppers. Yes, it's not my own experience, the experience of someone. I'm just collecting and putting it here so that it can helpful for you. Okay. So, come on. So, apply for the ini-cet exam, write the exam, and you prepare well and good. And if you are not prepared, prepare for 30 days and give the exam. Definitely. Anyway, it will be good for this exam, and also you learn that particular specialty, what you are going to do in future. Yes? Yes. Come on, let's go on to the prospectus, look on to the important facts that might be helpful for us. Not everything, important facts. So, that could help us in applying this exam and preparing this exam. Come on, let's go. Yes. So, ini-cet exam, January session 2023. So, the exam is on November 6th, but the session, admission starts for 2023 January session. And let's go on to the important dates. So, important dates at a glance. Okay. So, please fill the online application carefully. It may not be possible to make changes after the registration as indicated. Okay. So, any amendment or rectification or change or editing is not allowed in the name, date of birth, subject applied, community, and status after the payment of application fee. Payment of application fee may be done through a debit card or credit card or net banking only. All seats across all ini-cets are purely unreserved other than MD Hospital Administration as per vacant seat position. Candidates under the category may be allowed only certain relaxation in age and fee, etc. as expressly mentioned in this information brochure only. Candidates claiming any kind of relaxation for the respective reserved category must possess a valid category certificate issued by the competent authority as per the date of mentioned below. The certificate must be in Hindi, English language, and valid for admission in central government institution, and date of validity of certificate shall be considered as mentioned hereby. Okay. Now, the important dates at a glance, what you can see here is the date of uploading the prospectus and starting of online registration is 29/9/2022. It has already been there in the forum. Last date of online registration, this is very, very important. Last date is 17th of October. So, 17th of October is the last date. The status of application and rejected application with the reason for rejection, and applicants are required to check the status through the registration status of my page after the login is on 21/10/2022. Last date of submission of required documents for the regularization of the rejected application. No correspondence will be entertained after the given date under any circumstances. Candidate or requested not to contact the examination section, that is on 25th. So, before 25th. So, last date is to check is 21st, and any changes to be regularized and additional document has to be sent, there should be within 25th. And the last date of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, forwarded an approval regarding no objection to the foreign nationals and sponsorship certificate duly signed by the competent authority for the candidates applied under sponsored seats should also be reached at the examination section by 25th. So almost everything for correspondence, for rectification of certificates, anything that you want to do, and sponsored certificates, sponsorship certificates, anything, it should be within 25th of October, 25/10/2022. Now, the finalization of certain allotment of roll numbers and admit card will reach you by end of this month. That means October 31/10/2022. Now, the return test, it is on 6th of November. So, this is the important date. So, don't forget this. This is 6th of November and 2022. It's on a Sunday. So, it's good that you will definitely have a holiday so that you can apply for this exam, right? So, expected date of results will be on 11/11/2022. Within 5 days, you get the results. And expected date of declaration of results and stage 1 only for AIM applicant to be announced, so that they will go for the stage 2, because AIMS alone, and they have to go to the stage 2 for interview session. And departmental assessment for AIMS applicant only and to be announced, and final results to be announced. Okay, fine. So this is about the important dates. So the course will start from 1st of January 2023 and the last date of admission to the course will be 28th February 2023. Last date of fulfillment of the eligibility of the admission is 31st of January 2023. So everything closes by January of this session of NESS. So all applicants to pay 4,000 plus transaction charges non-refundable as given in the brochure. Okay, so validity of category and certificate, it has been mentioned here. Kindly go through this as might be required for an individual need. Okay. Now, what are the participating institution in this NESS exam? The participating are AIIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, which are there in New Delhi, Bhopal, Bhubaneswar, Jodhpur, Patna, Raipur, Rishikesh, and so 7 institution of AIIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, participate in this exam, and JIPMER in Puducherry, NIMHANS in Bengaluru, PGI and in Chandigarh, and Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute and Medical Sciences of Technology, Thiruvananthapuram. So totally 11 institutions. So 7 AIIMS and 4, one from JIPMER, NIMHANS, PGI and Sri Chitra Tirunal participate in this combined exam of NESS. Right. So the age limit has been mentioned here. I thought it would be important for you to go through a glance. Actually, if you ask me, there should not be any age limit. Who is interested to go for a super specialty, they should be given an opportunity. But of course, we need to follow what is given as per the norms, as per the board which is given. So we are not policy makers here. So we can't make any comment. Even making a comment may not be also appropriate. So what is given, I will just go through it. Upper age limit is 35 years as on 31st of January 2023 for people applying for AIIMS and other AIIMS, New Delhi AIIMS and other AIIMS. PGI, upper age limit will be 45 years on January 1st, 2023. And NIMHANS, 37 years on 1st of January 2023. And for Chitra Tirunal, it should be 40 years of 1st of January 2023. For JIPMER, so JIPMER gives a very good news, there's no upper age limit. Okay. So, and of course, for age relaxation is there for depending on the category. And you can go through whoever wants to go through for specific category as mentioned in this. Anyway, this video and PowerPoint will be uploaded in the for your later view in the app or on the YouTube. So these are given terms and conditions. I request you to kindly go through the terms and conditions. Might be specific for a particular area or category which people choose. And now this is very important slide. This slide is very important because the number of questions, the total 80 questions, which now changed, same as last year. Total number of questions is 80 and the duration is 1.5 hours, 90 minutes. Okay, it's approximately 1 minute for a question, slightly more than a minute. But anyway, logging in, logging out and choosing and all that goes probably for 10 minutes and 80 minutes. That means 1 minute for one question. So, what is the mark given? 1 mark is given. So, 80 marks totally. Language is English and it's going to be multiple choice, a single correct answer question and 1 mark for a positive answer and minus 1/3. That means incorrect answer will give minus 1/3. So, what is the syllabus? This is a very, very important slide. The question paper will consist of questions of a general and basic component of a qualifying educational qualification and from the subspecialty. That means whatever the feeder branch you are belong to, from that the questions will come. Last year, what was the proportionate number of questions? So, from the feeder branch, it will be 25 to 30 questions at the maximum. Okay. And the specialty, whatever the specialty you apply for, okay, that specialty question will be somewhere between say 45 to 50 or you can say 55 to 50. So, this range you can take. Around 50 questions you can expect. So, if suppose the basic science or the feeder branch, qualifying branch is 25, then specialty could be 55. If it's going to be 30, proportionately here could be 50 in specialty. So, if you ask me, sir, the preparation, is it this important or this important? And I will tell you with respect to NESS, the specialty is most important because more than 95% of students who are appearing for this exam would have given a NEET SS. 5% of students don't give NEET, they want only NESS, they write only NESS and prepare NESS. Even those preparing only exclusive for NESS, they don't read the feeder branch because the feeder branch they belong to, they know they can manage the questions what could be asked in that 25 to 30. But they give full concentration and focus only onto the specialty. Similarly, if you ask me, those students who are given a NEET exam, which are based all out of 150 questions of your feeder branch, you only concentrate on specialty. You don't even spend even one single day, not even a single day for general. That means your feeder branch. You fully focus only on the specialty because you have recently done your exam. Definitely that will be good in your memory. In case you feel that you want to revise for 1 or 2 days or maximum 3 days. Don't spend more time. Spend more time on your specialty, what you want to opt. So that your performance could be well balanced and your success rate in the exam could be definitely more if you do that. Okay. So it's very clear, right? So spend more time on your specialty which you choose and spend less time on your feeder branch. Okay. So what are the examination centers? Examination centers, all major cities in India are the examination centers. You can have a glance, you can opt for the same. And the number of seats. See, you have general seats, the category says the general seats, and it also gives sponsorship seats. Sponsored seats, I think there are maximum ranging from 1 to 3 seats. So you can have in general 1 to 3 seats like that you have in your mind, and certain area sponsored seats are a little more. Other than that, uniformly it's almost 1 to 3 seats, or the maximum 4 seats. So you need to see maximum number of seats as total in general category. So psychiatry, DM, addiction and psychiatry is almost 8 seats, and CTVS in that DM, cardiac surgical intensive care, there is almost 3 seats, put together all the institutions put together. And cardiac anesthesia, super specialty in anesthesia has 16 seats totally in general, and 10 seats are sponsored. And cardiology, very, very important. People who mean in MD or DNB general medicine will look into cardiology. How many seats are there? 22 seats are there, and sponsored is 6 seats are there. And hematology, 4 seats in general and 4 in sponsored. And pharmacology, DM clinical pharmacology, 5 in general and 5 in sponsored. And anesthesia, pain and critical care medicine, very important. People have been looking for anesthesia background to go critical care, or general medicine going for critical care is 14 in general and 3 in sponsored. Endocrinology, 7 in general and 1 in sponsored. Gastroenterology is 11 in general and 1 in sponsored. Hematology or hematopathology will be 6 in general and 3 in sponsored. Microbiology infectious disease is 2 in general, 1 in sponsored. Pediatric and DM medical genetics, 4 in general, 3 in sponsored. Medical oncology, DM medical oncology, 11 in general, 7 in sponsored. Pediatric neonatology, 11 in general, sponsored seats are nil. Nephrology, 13 in general and 6 in sponsored. And pediatric cardiology, 1 each. And pediatric pulmonology and intensive care, 2 in general, 4 in sponsored. And neuroanesthesia and critical care and neuroanesthesia, 18 in general and 6 in sponsored. Neurology, this specialty is most of the students who all look into it. It is 34 in general and 10 in sponsored. And imaging, interventional radiology, 7 in general, 3 in sponsored. And onco-anesthesia, palliative medicine is 3 in general, 3 in sponsored. Pediatric and DM pediatric nephrology, 2 in general and 3 in sponsored. Pediatric neurology, 2 in general and 3 in sponsored. And pulmonary critical care sleep medicine, it is 13 in general, 2 in sponsored. OBG, reproductive medicine. Yes, it is 2 in general, 1 in sponsored. Nuclear medicine, 2 in general, 3 in sponsored. And intervention radiology, especially endovascular intervention, cardiovascular imaging and vascular intervention radiology, 2 in general, 1 in sponsored. Pediatric oncology, 2 in general, 1 in sponsored. DM child and adolescent psychiatry, 1 in sponsored. DM clinical immunology and rheumatology, 3 in general and no in sponsored. And DM pediatric gastroenterology and hepatology, 1 in general. DM hepatology, 1. And DM histopathology, 2. DM pediatric clinical immunology and rheumatology will be 1. And again, you can see DM pediatric critical care, 3 in general. Pediatric hemato-oncology, 1 in general and 1 in sponsored. Endocrinology, 1 in general, 2 in general, 1 in sponsored. DM trauma, anesthesia and acute care, 1 for each. And DM pediatric and intensive care, 1 for general. And DM intensive care, 1 for general. DM acute care emergency medicine, 3 in total. And you can see DM pediatric pulmonology, 1 for general. And when you come to surgical MCH programs, you have endocrine surgery, will be 1 seat in New Delhi and 1 in Rishikesh, totally 2 seats. And CTVS, cardiovascular and thoracic surgery, totally 24 seats in general, 7 among is sponsored. And GI surgery, totally 9 seats in general, 2 in sponsored. And obstetrics and gynec-oncology, 3 in general, 0 in sponsored. Hair and neck ENT, 6 in general and 2 in sponsored. MCH, minimally invasive surgery, 2 in general, no in sponsored. Neurosurgery, MCH, will be 25 in general and 14 in sponsored. Pediatric surgery, MCH, will be 17 in general and 7 in sponsored. And burns and plastic surgery is 19 in general, 0 sponsored seats. And surgical oncology, MCH, will be 12 in general, 2 in sponsored. And trauma, MCH, trauma surgery and critical care, 7 in general and 4 in reserved, that means sponsored. And MCH urology, 17 in general, 2 in sponsored. MCH vascular surgery, MCH cornea cataract refractive surgery, renal transplant surgery, MCH head and neck surgery, MCH vitreoretinal and refractive surgery are almost 1 to 2 seats, especially in PGI. So I think we have done what are the seats and seat matrix and number of seats available for each specialty. So, I mean, you would have got a gross idea that what are the total number of seats are available and what specialty across, what all available. But still the number of seats are less, but it makes a huge difference in your course. It makes a huge preparation in your career and huge impact in your career the minute you go into the institute and you're out of an institute of either of AIMS or JIPMER or PGI or Chitra Tirunal, whatever, or NIMHANS. I mean, short time. At this point of time, you will see like this. The total number of seats in ini-SS is less, NEET-SS is more. And so let me quickly finish in NEET-SS, any DM or MCH or DNB program. Let me finish once for all and go ahead. If you could carefully spend 6 months to 1 year appropriately, and the chances of getting into ini-SS are great, because the number of students who are studying for specialty, for a particular specialty, is coming day by day coming down. So I can tell you those students who are preparing only for ini-SS are totally less than 5% of students of the total number of students are preparing for ini-SS after the new pattern of NEET-SS. So the number of students are preparing and appearing have come drastically down, when the previously in the old pattern of NEET and ini-SS almost the same, or from specialty and general, then everybody was giving. So the number of students who gave NEET-SS and ini-SS last year were almost same. But subsequent year, after the new pattern of NEET-SS, the number of students who are giving ini-SS are coming down. So the preparing students are also coming down. So if you prepare, the chances of getting is more. And once you do your program in any of the institute, and the career after you finish your DM or MCH, for another 40, 50, 60 years of your practice is going to be great. So preparing 6 months or 1 year and putting some effort here could make a huge difference in your career at a later date. So have that in your mind. And those who are very young, and those who are young means you are in the first year of your PG program or second year or third year, you have ample time. Now start preparing for ini-SS as your first exam. Yes, so that you will finish your specialty. One specialty will be in your hand. That specialty that you wanted to do in future. And then, anyway, you have to prepare for general of your feeder branch. That you prepare. Anyway, that's your specialty. That's the background where you're coming from. That will be, anyway, it will be strong. Then give NEET as a second exam. So that has to be that way. And those who are qualified well and doing well in NEET also, give ini-SS and see if you have a chance, if you can get into a good score and good comfortable ranking and seat in ini-SS as well. Okay, I wish you all the best and all the success for a preparation of ini-SS exam, and do a very focused preparation for 30 days. Nothing like getting a full-time leave for next 1 month and prepare for full-time for 10 to 12 hours. And just learn whatever the videos given on Speed Learning app and the test given in that for ini-SS session. It will cover the entire syllabus that is required for this exam. And last year in DM and MCH, from overall rank to all the ranks of more than 90%, the Speed students have got. And definitely there is a very good track record. And listen to those interviews as well, which are available on YouTube. It can give you an idea and insight how to go about. Then my advices as well. So it can make a huge difference. I wish you all the best and all the success for great preparation and all the best for the exams. Thank you.